everybody. I hope everybody's having a really good week this week. So this week, what's popping and dropping is a gingerbread pop-up card. And this is the just the mock-up of it, as you can tell. So why don't we go ahead and head over to Design Space, and I'm going to show you all the pieces that you'll get in this file, and I'll meet you there. Okay guys, now that we are in Design Space, this is all the pieces that you will get in the Gingerbread Man pop-up card. If you want add any additional pieces that you would like to add to the card, don't forget to go up and save and name your project. If you'd like, we can go ahead and start cutting out our pieces, and I'll meet you at the craft table and I'll show you how to put this together. I'll see you there. Okay guys, now that we are at the craft table, we can get our pretty paper out that we are going to use, our card base, and go ahead and get your two gingerbread pieces that look like this and your border that's going to go around our card. So I think what would be neat if we take our border and our two gingerbread pieces and we do a little like inking shading on our gingerbread and our border. And I don't have a lot of ink pads, and I just really mix and use these. But this one is called frayed burlap, and it's kind of a brownish green color. So if you have like a brown, and if you don't have any ink pads, you could take a marker and just do some highlighting around the edges of your gingerbread men and your border. So I'm going to start with the border here and just put a little bit on it. And just so you can see, this is kind of the color right there. Actually, all of these are this, it's called frayed burlap. So let's go ahead and our things shaded, inked. So what we can do is we can go ahead and decorate our little gingerbread man if you would like. So why don't we go. Aren't they looking so cute? Now we can work our score line and put our pretty paper on. The pretty paper for the front is a little bit bigger than um, the rest of these because we did the border. So if you're going to do the border, the bigger square is what goes on, and it'll center like so. Okay. So let's go ahead and put our pretty paper on, our border, and work our score line in our base. Okay guys, so we have our card base done. I'm really liking this brown against the red. So what we can do is let's take this long piece here, and we're going to need our two pieces that become our mechanism. Okay. Now we need to work our score lines. So let's make sure we have these up to the right side where we can see the score lines. So we have a score line down here on the tab of his foot. And then we have one here. And these aren't going to be seen. And then we have a slanted one, and then one about midway down. and then one right there on like this little nub. And we're going to just do the same thing on our other gingerbread man. Work those score lines. So let's do that. Okay, so now we have it worked. So when you flip this piece over, we're going to put it down like so. Then the gingerbread that's a full gingerbread that doesn't have any pieces missing off of it is going to go on this guy here. We want the tab to be facing the foot down here, and that's how we will put it on. And you just need to line it up like so. The only thing that you're going to be seeing is your little tab here. Okay, you're just gluing on the gingerbread man, not on any of our tabs. So not on this tab and not on this long piece. So just this section of him. And he is going to go on the second one right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So when you get him glued on, you should have this tab sticking up like so, and then this tab sticking up. And then from the front, this is what it's looking like. Oh, sorry. That's what it's looking like. Now for this guy, the tab is going to bump up against this tab over here. And we want to make sure we're lining everything up so our two mechanisms are kissing up against each other like so. Okay. And again, we're only gluing just on the gingerbread guy, not on any of our tabs. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we have something looking like this. And we need to work this score line here in the middle. So let's go ahead and work that. So this is what our little gingerbread man should look like. Now for this back part, I'm going to start on my gingerbread on the right. So what we'll do is take our piece here, fold this one at the first score line, so like so. And then it will be laying down across your back of your gingerbread man like this. The only thing we're going to do is put some glue on this guy right here, fold it under, and lay it down. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. And then we can go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so we have our piece done, and it should be looking something like this. Okay, then once we have our base done, go ahead and push your little tabs to the front. So we want that tab pushed on top of that second gingerbread man, so we're seeing the back side of the tab. So you're going to put a little glue on here and just adhere his foot to that side like so. And then the same thing on this other one. And you're just going to try to get them, kind of center with each other. So let's go ahead and do that. And then it will open up like that. And when you go to close the card, the back gingerbread men are going to be a valley fold, and the front gingerbread men are going to be a mountain fold when you fold it up in your card. Now to put him on the card, we can just squeeze our gingerbread forward like so. We're going to line these two guys up with each other like so, so all flat like a sandwich. This edge is going to go over into our score line over here. And you can put this anywhere on your card base. You just want to make sure it's not going outside of your card. And remember, If you're not sure where you want to place it, you can always put something on it that's not permanent and give it a test. So I got my glue on it, and I'm going to go ahead and just shut my card down on my gingerbread. And then we can flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. Right where we have the X, we'll put glue there and then close our card to it. And once you think it's dry enough, we can go ahead and open it up. And look at that. Isn't that sweet? And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So on this piece, we just need to work our score lines and then our centerpiece here. Okay guys, so I wanted some brown behind my little banner back here. So if you have offset available to you, I just did an offset at 0.111 for back behind this ribbon piece. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take my red piece and I'm going to position it on my brown piece and just draw a little U from one side to the other side of the tab so I know how much to cut off of the brown piece. Now what I'm going to do is line my red piece back up onto the brown piece, and I'm going to try to center it the best that I can on the brown piece. And then I'm going to fold my little legs back onto the red piece. And then I'm going to take my scissors and snip each side on each side of my tabs so I know where I want to cut my notch. So there I'm snipping the sides just on the other sides of where my tabs would come down. And then I'm going to take my pencil here and I'm going to draw a line where my little legs are at. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that section out that I just drew on with my pencil. Now you should have something looking like this. Little piece to be able to fold down onto it like so. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece onto each other. And what I'm noticing is there's more of the banner up here. It's not quite centered. So if you wanted to do that, I just realized you should cut out the notch further back so you can scooch this piece back. But I'm okay with the way this looks right here. And then I just fold it in half to give it its score line. So I'm going to show you how to put this piece on. So you just want to put your two little legs here on each side of your score line. Like so. And then you can push it down and then you just will close it up, and when you open it, it will come open like so. But before I do that, put mine on, I'm going to go finish decorating my card. So I'll be right back to show you what I come up with, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay guys, so here is our finished product. I think this is ranking up there with one of my most favorite cards. It says from our house to yours, and we just did these little gingerbread men on the front. I love how he's holding the bowl and on the rolling pin. I just think this cute. And then when we open it up, y'all look, it says sending warm cozy wishes. And look at this. I just think this is so stinking cute. Get up closer so you can see the gingerbread men. And I love that I added the brown behind this. and then we close it up, and then on the back we have a place where we can write a message. I just think anyone would be so excited to get this card. I think it turned out really sweet. You could add some other stuff if you didn't want to do bows or buttons. You could do like peppermints. I can just see all kinds of different things that we could do with this. Do you guys know what a gingerbread man uses to make his bed? Cookie sheets. Guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and crafting with me. Don't forget to stop by next week to see what's popping and dropping. Bye.